I hated Disney Pixar cars, and this is the reason why. I hated it because when Lightning McQueen went to Radiator Springs, and when he first met Mater, I hate the fact that John Lasseter, the ass kisser, decided to make Mater rusty. And not just rusty, but immature and gross. And the reason he's immature is because he thinks tractor tipping and making the tractors, which are supposed to be cows, fart. And that's childish. And that's pathetic. And of course they're going to put that in that stupid ass movie because it's rated G. And what do most kids laugh at? Farts and burps because they think they're so funny. Well, I don't. And I didn't even when I was a kid. I'm sick of it. It's overused humor. But the thing is, I hate Mater because he farted in the damn movie. There shouldn't have been any farting in that movie, period. At all. And Mater? Oh my God, John Lasseter. You should have made Mater baby blue. You should have never ever came up with the stupid ass decision to make him rusty in the first place. And you shouldn't have made him so immature and childish. He could have still been funny and not have been so immature and childish. And you didn't need to make him fart. That was really stupid. And, you know, for the flashback of Radiator Springs, John Lasseter, you should have did it in the 80s. Because Larry the Cable Guy wasn't even born in the 50s. He wasn't even around at that time. Like, what the fuck? And that's just bullshit. You should have done the flashback Radiator Springs in the mid-80s. And if this would have been my version of the movie, that's exactly what I would have done. The mid-80s. 1985 to be exact, or 1986. Was the year the flashback Radiator Springs would have taken place in my version. And Mater would have never, ever been a rusty, nasty-ass, disgusting, gross, vulgar piece of trash. He would have still been baby blue, as he should have been and as he used to. And I also hated that when Lightning McQueen went to Radiator Springs because Sally was voiced by Bonnie Hunt. I don't hate Bonnie Hunt as an actress. I think she's a wonderful actress. But she is way older than Owen Wilson. 7 years older to be exact. And if you ask me, in my opinion at least, I think that she should have been voiced by Rachel McAdams. Because Rachel McAdams is younger than Owen Wilson. And I think that would have been a way better choice than Bonnie Hunt. And even the brand of her Porsche should have been like a 2006 or a 2007 at the most. But the most thing of all that I hated in the first Cars movie that so many people get pissed off at me on YouTube about is the fact that I wish Lightning McQueen won the very last race. I wish he had won the race, then went back to help the king, then got his piston cup, then became Dinoco, then got a Dinoco crew chief and Dinoco pit crew and replaced Mac with a brand new Dynaco hauler. And then they could have all gone back to Radiator Springs. He could have had his Dynaco headquarters in Radiator Springs, which would have been so badass and so awesome. And then he could have gone back up the mountain to Wheelwell to see Sally. Those are all the reasons why I hated the movie Cars. Because Lightning McQueen never became Dynaco at the end, and he never got a Dynaco crew chief, Dynaco pit crew, or brand new Dynaco hauler, and he didn't have his Dynaco headquarters in Radiator Springs. Sally was voiced by Bonnie Hunt and not Rachel McAdams, which I wish that Sally's character was voiced by Rachel McAdams. And Mater was a rusty, disgusting piece of junk, and I wish he wasn't. I wish, more than anything, that he would have still been Baby Blue and never Rusty in the first place. Never disgusting. I wish he never farted in that damn movie. And I wish he wasn't so goddamn childish and immature. I also wish that Cars would have been released on November 22nd, 2005. Exactly 10 years after Toy Story, the very first animated movie by Disney and Pixar, computer animated movie. And I think that would have been awesome. If all that had happened in that movie of Cars, then I would have actually liked the first Cars, and I wouldn't hate it so much like I do now. I wouldn't roast the hell out of it. I wouldn't shit and piss on that movie. But because none of that happened, that's why I fucking hate that movie, and I always will. I hated it since I was a kid. And all you YouTubers out there always bashing me and attacking me because I hated that movie, that's pathetic. You should stop being so sensitive and triggered all the time. If you respect my opinion, I will respect yours. But because you don't respect my opinion, I don't respect you. Or your stupid whack opinion. Because you don't respect mine, and you're such a asshead to me and a total shithead and a shitface. You don't even know me. Stop trying to judge me and bash me and attack me all the time, when I have absolutely no intention of attacking any of you YouTubers.